Hey guys, Kyle the Tool Rambler here. Recently I have come into the possession of quite a large collection of tools. As you can see, a lot of them are on the rusty side. I've got some pretty cool ones in here. Some Craftsman, I don't know if you can see that. That's a Phillips USA. Don't know who made these. They've got, some of them are Western Forge. Yeah, that one says Western Forge right there. The WF, you can barely see it next to that E to the right of it. There's several of these. Made in USA, Western Forge. Phillips are the blue or blue with clear, and the flathead are blue with red. Here's another one. There's some other interesting things in here that I found. Let's see if I can find one. Here's a Husky. We all know Husky is the house brand at Home Depot. But did we know that at one time Husky was made in the USA? I didn't know that until recently. So I've got a few of those. Husky made in USA. I've got another Great Neck. This one handles in pretty good condition, but there is some rust on the shaft.
That's what she said.
Here's another, what is this? Another made in USA Husky. Now, I notice these have that HD. Does that stand for Home Depot? I don't know enough about them. Yeah, here's another Craftsman Western Forge. I'm a big fan of pocket screwdrivers. I just think they're cool. My grandfather always seemed to have one on him. All the old guys have them. This one is a Stanley USA Phillips. These over here are made by Regal. They do not have USA stamped on them anywhere, so I'm assuming these are Taiwanese or Chinese. But what's cool about this set is there's two of them, a red and a blue. As you can see, they're both Regal, and there is a Phillips and a flathead. So you got a matched set of pocket screwdrivers there. Yeah, I think I showed you that Great Neck. Here's a Stanley scratch-all. I don't know if you can see, that one says USA down at the bottom. And then I've got a whole bunch of wrenches. This isn't even the beginning of it. They're mostly Craftsman. We've got some of these. I have a few of these already. I think came from the same source. These ratcheting reversible ones. Yeah, like the smaller ones. This one is a 3/8 and 7/16, and they are reversible. You just have a little switch, which the switch on this one seems, yep, there it goes. The switch works on that one. And they don't have any mark other than, if you can see that S with the underline, they do say USA. And there is a number RB1214. It says it on both sides along with USA. There's a little smudge there, but both of these, this one's way harder to see, but in the rust there's an S with an underline. This one says USA, and I think this one's RB2024. It is a 3/4 on one side and a 5/8 on the other. This other one is a Taiwanese. I'm not really sure. It's very similar, but the small one is a 6-point. This one's a 12-point. Yeah, so most of these are the Craftsman raised panel wrenches. Let's see, I'll show you the mark on it. Yeah, that's a 9/16, but these are that V, upside down V. I think these are from like the late 80s or mid 90s, something like that, but I have tons of those. Another cool one I found was, this one says Corvettes Spain, and Corvettes is spelled with a K. I looked it up. Apparently Corvettes was, EJ Corvettes was a discount department store that started in New York, and they had stores as far south as Northern Virginia, which I'm assuming is where this one may have come from. It's the only one in the whole collection. I just thought that was kind of cool. But the reason I'm showing you all this is I've got my warranty replaced Vevor ultrasonic cleaner warming up. It's got some Evaporust in it. I've got it set for 40 degrees Celsius. As you can see, it's currently at 38. This is the set temp. That's the actual. And I got it set for 30 minutes. So I'm going to put a selection of these into the tank with the Evaporust, turn it on, and then we'll see how it does. Stick around.
Later that day.
And here we go. This is after they have all been through the ultrasonic cleaner. This one, remember, that's the one that was kind of green before? Well, once the chrome is gone and it's pitted, you're never going to get it back to shiny again, but we did get all the rust off of it, or at least most of it. This one, you can actually clearly see the letter on that. There you go, RB2024 USA. Here's that other one, RB1214 USA. Came out pretty good. There's a couple of tarnished spots on it. Those areas that are kind of pitted, I'm not sure if acid got on that or what, but the rust is gone. You know, the smaller wrenches down here look good. I had to take the old brass wire wheel to a couple of them to finish it off, but overall I'm pleased. That's the ultrasonic cleaner. Like I don't know if you saw my Vevor warranty video, but this was the one they sent me to replace the one that died under warranty after putting me through the ringer, making me send in photos and saying they were just going to send me a part and I could repair it myself for a 2-week-old product. But anyway, that's enough of Vevor. But I am pleased with the Evaporust ultrasonic cleaning on these tools. I've got a bunch more left to go. They're laying all over here, boxes and boxes of them. But yeah, if you've got some rusty tools, try Evaporust. If you can get your hands on an ultrasonic cleaner, preferably not a Vevor, then throw that in there. Set it to about, I put it at 40 degrees Celsius. You might even want to crank it up to 50. But when it's warm, it seems to work better. But yeah, go ahead and knock the rust off your tools. And until next time, guys, ramble on.
That's it? That's it.